Hello everyone, I am Dr. C.P. Ravi Kumar. I am a Consultant Paediatric Neurologist at Aster CMI Hospital in Hebbal. This video I am trying to make about screen time. Yes, it's irony that you are watching on a digital device now, but the message is very important. These days, we are seeing a lot of children coming with significant negative impact of screen time. So what is screen time? Any amount of time you spend in front of TV, mobile, computer, laptop, desktop, iPad, video games, whatever you put together is a screen time. So often the excuses are only during breakfast, only during eating food, only when you was to go to sleep. So I'm sure we all have some reasons to spend time in front of the digital devices. But today the only message I want to give you, I'm sure you're all well informed, you know about the positives and negatives, but at least for children, please keep them away from screen time. So just few points where this has a detrimental effect. The biggest problem we are seeing is social and communication skills. These days we are seeing children who cannot communicate well, who cannot make good eye contact, who do not learn social skills. Secondly, sleep problems. Sleep problems were unheard of, but these days in children it's becoming very common because the blue light which comes from most of the digital devices, though modern devices are trying to reduce the blue light, even the bright light from the devices impacts melatonin production. Melatonin is a natural sleep hormone which is produced in the brain, which is responsible for sleep. When you don't sleep well, it will affect your memory, it will affect your behavior, it will affect your learning process. So the list goes on and on. So try to avoid or completely stop screen time for your children. Next one, executive function, cognitive function are also affected in children who are exposed to screen time. Vision, dry eyes, this is something which we read in the media or saw adults who went into IT world, spending a lot of time in front of laptops, coming to us with dry eyes. These days we see in children, which is a sad state of affairs. It is up to you to think about this and see how you can impart a healthy lifestyle in your children. The next one is physical activity. Children are so addicted to screen time. Addiction is nothing different compared to cigarette or drugs or alcohol. Even addiction to any of these activities will release or has an effect on dopamine, which makes you kind of tolerant. So you want more and more out of the same thing. It's the same thing that happens in any kind of addiction with alcohol or cigarette. So the child ends up spending more and more time with the screen time for the same kick. Eventually they progress from screen time to mobile video games or social media, and I'm sure you know what are the ill effects of this kind of addiction. Well, the positives are a lot. There are a lot of benefits out of the digital world, but we should always balance quality and quantity. At least in children up to the age of 2 years, it is advisable not to expose to any screen time. It should be absolute zero, not only during breakfast, not only during lunch. It should be a zero. I hope this information is helpful because we see a lot of children on a day-to-day basis. If possible, please cut down your screen time and your child's screen time to an absolute zero. Thank you.